fleece on today because it's like 100 and something degrees. I'm outside in the burning sun under a fucking car, so literally got eyelashes on that are on from yesterday and gloss, so that's the face for today. Hey guys, so come along with me while I change the fuel hose to the fuel pump and the fuel filter on my 98 SLK 230. It's sprung a little leak, so I'm gonna teach you guys a couple of things. It's hot as fuck. I'm about to take this tire off. I already have the car lifted. I have 2 jack stands under the car and the jack, obviously. I'm about to take this tire off. So I'm about to literally, I have a fuel leak. And so it's more than likely an old hose at the bottom of the car. And in order to get to my fuel pump and stuff, this bad boy gotta come off. So I'm gonna remove this. It's hot as fuck, guys. It's hot as fuck. I'm looking like, I don't know what the fuck. It's hella hot out here. It's already in the hundreds. I'm burning up. So yeah. And my clothes are cute as fuck. But yeah, okay. So let's get to it. Okie doke. So here I am unscrewing these wheel studs off of this tire. Wheel studs, lug nuts, whatever you want to call them, same difference. But that's what these are for those who do not know what they are. You use a 4-way to unscrew them, or some cars come with their own specialty tool. If you have rims on there, usually they have a lock that you use to unlock one of the wheel nuts. It'll have like a special lock on it. So if you have rims, know that you got to check your car for that. For my ladies or fellas or whoever it is that just happens to know how to take off a tire if you have a flat tire. So this is really useful information. If you happen to have a flat tire on the road, and if you open your trunk, usually under the little carpet thing, there'll be a tool and a lock, and sometimes they'll have like mini jacks in there for you to be able to take them off. So yeah, I hope that's useful information. And since this wheel has been on here for a minute, it's a little stuck, so I'm gonna have to do a little extra pulling out. And for those who are wondering, that's Chase, who had came by in the background. His little big self, he might pop up a couple of times and mess with me. But bam, tire off, guys. We did it. Okay, so right where I'm pointing at, that's where the fuel pump and the fuel filter is. Right under there. I have to take this little black cover off in order to get to there. So it got to go. It's kind of hard from the angle I am at, but I'm about to point to it right now so you can see exactly what I got to take off. So this black piece right here, yep, that bad boy right there is what got to go. We're gonna take that off. So far I only used a 4-way, a jack stand, and the jack, and I use a brick under one of the tires. So far I didn't use many tools, so yeah. And don't mind my nails, they're crusty. I had to do a quick video check because, guys, I was looking at a piece of the video that I was doing and my ponytail was not combed down. I was like, damn bitch, you need to comb that shit out. So I had to go off cam, comb it out, whatever. So anyways, now I'm about to use this 10mm socket to undo this cover that's covering the fuel filter, the fuel pump. So let's get up in there so we can find this leaky ass hose. Okay, so this is the first screw that we need to undo. And the other one is right here. And they're Spider-Mans. Let's just test this way. have one more, which is, well, it's like way up here. Here, I gotta use an extension to get to it, so. Let's see if this one's long enough. I gotta get a longer extension, so. Okay. Take a video, my man. It's really freaking dirty under that car, so I have to throw in some of these goggle glasses. Big old hunk of dirt I got in my eyeball. Like, no one has time for that. So I had to pop these on just to let you guys know. Protect the eyes around the car. You need these mofos. So we're gonna have to protect them. So safety first. Okay, so it's a flathead screwdriver for here. And I need a flathead screwdriver here. I'm taking this hose off because this hose there's a crack along the whole line of this hose. Don't know how that happened. It's a new hose, so it's kind of annoying, really. Okay, so right now I'm about to pull this hose off, and make sure you guys have something at the bottom to catch whatever excess fluids that might be sitting right there, like the little bit of remainder gas that you think come out. Make sure you have something to catch that. Okay, so here we're just going to repeat the process. We're going to unscrew this hose clamp right here, the side that's connected to the fuel pump. The first hose clamps that we unscrewed, that's the fuel filter that we disconnected it from. And then what irritated me was the fact that it hasn't been a full year since I replaced this fuel pump and fuel filter for this line to be already bad. Like, wow. Cheap. And we're good. But yeah. I gotta go to the store and go get a new hose unless I have a piece in my car. If I have a piece of this, you guys. Okay, so we went to the store, got a new hose. I don't know if you guys can really see the difference. Do you see the crack in the old hose as opposed to the new hose? And this is why we're leaking. It's cracked all the way down here, so but we're about to put this new one on there and we'll be done. And then we gotta put the car back. Do y'all see that big old spider egg sack just dangling there? Okay, so here I added the hose clamps to the new hose, and I'm gonna be shimmying this hose onto the fuel pump. Because it is a new hose, it is harder to push on there. Kind of blocked the view of me pushing it on there, but it was kind of hard to push it on there. So yeah, you got to make sure you push it all the way to the end because you don't want this hose to pop off. And make sure you screw these hose clamps back as tight as you can. And again, what you do to one side, you do to the other. You know? And so I'm gonna just put this back on there how I took it off. Nothing different. Okay, so we got everything back together. The hose clamps are back. The hose is back on there. Now we just need to put the cover back on. And then here we have it. The cover's back on. I didn't show you guys me putting it back on because it's the same thing. The way you took it off, you put it back on the same way you took it off. So yeah, everything's back covered up. The new hose, you can see it here. Looking all good. Now I'm about to put this tire back on. And jack, bring the car back down. Let's get into it. Okay, so here I'm gonna put this tire back on. And I'm gonna show you guys me putting this tire back on, most of it due to the fact that when you are returning and putting the tire back on, it might seem a little hard just because you have to get the holes on the tire lined up with the holes on the rotor. You got to get that back lined up, and so you got to make sure it's even. And so that's what you see me doing here, making sure everything is lining back up. That's why I'm leaning back and checking it out to make sure. And I was using my legs to hold up the tire to keep it in place while I put the studs back in. Okay, so I mean, if you need a little help, if you have somebody at the time of you taking off your tire, they can help you hold the tire in place, or you can just do like I did and use your legs to hold the tire up. Yeah, so that's just a little piece of information for you if you're taking off a tire and you're struggling a little bit. And then now I'm going to speed the rest of this up. Okay, so screw all your lug nuts back on there. And the thing to remember, you want them on there tight, but not too tight. And because I mean, you don't want your tire to roll off while you're driving. And so when I put my foot on here, this is just me checking the pressure to make sure it's good and tight. I'm using my weight to push down on it to make sure it's pretty good and tight. I don't want it too tight because you don't want to strip the studs at the same time. So you want it to be good and tight, guys. And then here I am. I'm just gonna lift this jack up a little bit to relieve some of the pressure off the jack stands, so I can move the jack stands from up under the car. And then I'm gonna drop the car, and we're done, guys. We're done. We completed our task. We chased the hose, and so now you guys know how to change a fuel hose. I'm proud of you guys. Yeah, so I'm proud of you guys, and I just want to say like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love if you can. I really would appreciate it. And I take suggestions. I'm open to suggestions. So bye.